Sakuyanade Ball Olaram, or hello everyone and welcome. A Wolf's Den Games is proud to present Tavernhall Tuesdays with your host, Garoylor Kier. Sakuyanade, hello folks. Just getting back to a little bit of Skyrim here. Normally, Miss Adika would be doing her Hearthstone today. Unfortunately, well, life's what happens while you're busy making other plans, as I'm sure we all know. And due to that, she is currently going to pick her son up from Norfolk, which is a little bit a ways from here. But we wanted to be able to make sure we got a little exploration, a little insanity, and a little, well, entertainment at the very least. The map is wide open for anyone to kind of choose where we head. We've done absolutely nothing on Solstheim yet. But we do have plenty of maps still open. Areas that are... Ooh, still a lot of empty space there. And down in this area. So if anybody has any thoughts on on anything they'd like to see in particular, feel free to speak up. Otherwise, we're mostly just kind of exploring the map and not really focused too much on quests. But I am willing to do quests if there's anything anybody would like to take a look at. Wait, that's no, that's Fallowstone. I thought Forsaken and Fallowstone were the same one, but I completely misread that. I mean, we've got plenty of quests we can do. I just haven't really done anything in particular just yet. Mostly because while exploring, I have a tendency to find some more interesting locations, and once you get the things marked off on the map, then when it's time to do the quests, it's a lot easier to just fast travel there. Plus, by focusing more on exploration and the occasional dungeon crawl, seems to make it a little easier for me to be able to just spend more time interacting with folks, rather than just being hell-bent on the game, whether it be for something like a speed run or a proper walkthrough or playthrough. I'd rather be able to just kind of sit back and talk to folks while allowing the game to kind of be more like common ground for us to talk about, whether it's this game or other games or TV or movies. Our main focus at A Wolf's Den Games is tabletop games specifically, but that doesn't mean we're not averse to playing video games, obviously, or that we don't have our favorites. However, as far as what we have available to stream, we're a little limited. And I really, really want to do Fallout, but for some reason, neither one of my broadcasting programs on here will pick it up. It just kind of blanks things out. It's really weird. I end up with a black screen, and I can still play the game and enjoy it, but part of the point was for us to be able to let you guys see me playing it for the very first time, which I'm sure would be very entertaining because I would have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. We do have the game on PlayStation 3, I just have never played it. So I figure I'm not going to mess with it too much. Or I'm not going to really fiddle with Fallout. I'll leave it on the computer in case I can find some workaround to get it properly working. I mean, I can't even use a display capture to get it to come up, if that tells you anything. I can't just even more. I can't just like set the program to say, okay, I want you to just show whatever's on this screen and display it, because I do that and it still ends up as a black screen with nothing there. And I'm sure you folks don't want to see that. I mean, that's got to be kind of boring, right? So currently, I'm just kind of checking out this side of the map because, well, there was nothing really marked on it. And it just seems odd that there's still all this land out here, but with nothing to find, you know? Yeah, I already have the music off and all of that. It just, for whatever reason, it won't even bring up just like the loading screen before anything happens, before there's any kind of music or anything like that. It does not register that there's even a game playing. And I'm very confused by that. I've tried every variation of capture in order to try and grab it, and it just won't. It's like the game won't say that it's even there. Granted, it's Fallout New Vegas rather than Fallout 4, but as I had mentioned, we do have that on the PlayStation 3. So whenever we're able to actually pick up a capture card, I can't give any kind of time limit on that, unfortunately. But when we're able to pick up a capture card, then we will be able to... I found the absolute edge of the map. Well, that's one thing. Then we'll be able to start streaming the kinds of things that we have on the PlayStation, allowing us also to be using our usual overlay. So that would be kind of nice. Also, it would allow us to start bringing more things in, like playing Assassin's Creed, which we have 1 through 4 with like a bunch of the secondary titles that go in with those. That could be a nice, long, interesting run. Especially because there's a lot of that where you can do kind of what I've been doing with Skyrim here, where it's just kind of explore the map, explore the city, even if it's just looking for those stupid flags that are posted all over the place. But it gives us more time to kind of check the game out and talk history or all kinds of things. Again, it's another one of those where you can get a lot of interaction with the audience more than just playing a simple playthrough. And I figure you guys, there are enough playthroughs all over the internet, right? I mean, if people wanted to see a playthrough, then they've got plenty of options. I figure, why not at least just be kind of entertaining and have some fun? And focus on, well, folks. I do know that due to all kinds of issues lately, it's been a rough couple of weeks. Honestly, depression's a bitch. Not gonna deny that in the least. And that can sometimes make a lot of things far more difficult than they should be. But that's kind of life. It's just kind of learning how to cope and how to handle what gets thrown in front of you. But more importantly, knowing when to ask for help and who you can rely on for that help. Honestly. Because there are plenty of people, I'm sure, out there who have friends and they're like, well, yeah, I'm always here. And yet, when you just need somebody to talk to, sometimes even they aren't there. Because, well, they have their own lives. I mean, I understand that. And I'm not calling anybody out on my end, I'm just saying it happens. So, hope nobody gets the wrong impressions there. But because of that, it helps to know as many options as are available. Because life is hard. And not a whole lot is really going to change that. It's more if you can find a way to okay, I'm gonna have to go around the other way or creep along the slightly more difficult way. Now I'm just gonna jump to I'll jump to the tower because that's just the easiest way to get. Yeah. I mean, for us in particular, when you lose that focus due to whatever reason, I mean, for example, just with our streaming, the last few days has been particularly stressful because major technical difficulties. Ever since Friday when we attempted Fallout, and I've been trying to get it to work since then, and it just keeps going, no, we're just not gonna do that. And that gets annoying. But there's only so much one can do, correct? Okay, I know there's... Oh, snowcats. No night. And when you can't focus when it comes to designing tabletop, that adds a lot of additional stress and frustration. And then you add the usual family and life issues that tend to come up just because that's life. It all kind of starts to weigh people down. And again, learning how to cope with that and how to and who you can rely on always tends to help us get through those really difficult times. I know that for me in particular, things had gotten really, really bad 3 years ago or so. And if it wasn't for Miss Adika, I would not be here today. And after the car accident, there were additional reasons to be down and depressed. And especially when I had spent the majority of my life as a writer, I mean, I still worked where I could in order to help cover bills and stuff, up until, well, certain things happened, but let's not go into that. But yeah, I mean, my main focus was still my writing, and after the car accident, not being able to even read more than maybe at best a couple pages without getting a migraine that would literally leave me blind, and writing causing the same issue, at least when it comes to the usual narrative you would expect for, say, novels. That was pretty brutal. And if it wasn't for a friend of mine saying, hey, I know things are really hard on you right now, maybe you should check out this this Twitch channel, I'm suddenly entirely stuck. Oh no, there we go. There we go. So this has to be the northwesternmost or northeasternmost part of the map, right? Yeah. Huh. With all this space out here, I would have figured more, you know? But at least that lets us know. Yup. And I almost got stuck right in the corner. That would have been kind of funny. Whoops. That could have been bad. Darkfall Cave? That sounds interesting. Okay, so where is this Darkfall Cave? Right here? We'll take a look. We'll take a look. Oh, okay. I'll take that. 'Cause rogue's got a rogue, you know? It's what helps keep us alive. Although you'd think people would notice the light getting snuffed out. Yeah, I figured. It seemed like a spider kind of place. In fact, I thought I had seen one right up here, but it turned out to be just plants. Heh. I love that enchantment. Here we go. Nope. I'll go back and check that other thing in a minute. I want to make sure that, well, not necessarily make sure, but see what else we've got to take care of around here. I love those times I go into a cave and there's like bandits or whatever, and I start mining. Nobody seems to hear anything. Then I shoot somebody and you hear, "Did you hear something?" Yeah, your buddy's body just slammed right into you. That might have been what you heard. Uh-oh. There was more spiders. Crap. Heh. Here I come to wreck your day. Whoa. That one was rather large. Well, that was interesting. Mental note. Put more giant spiders in my D&D games. 'Cause dang. Heh. Boo. Boo. Okay, I'm going over there to check that first. I still haven't gotten to that point where that one door had been. Had I? almost look like a ladder. Maybe that's me. Seems a tad dark. Is that a chest? No. Probably shouldn't have jumped down there. Oh, maybe I should have. Wow. Yeah. I don't really have an issue with spiders, really. I mean, as long as they leave me alone, I'm more than happy to just leave them alone. But I can't deny that the way they move is a bit, well, creepy. However, they are very helpful with particular pests and such. Also, for those who either are Critical Role fans or are interested in what exactly all that's about, I'll take the note. We will be hosting their weekly talk show, Talks Machina. Ooh, dagger for Vax. Tonight, over here on the Twitch channel. I don't know exactly how, nor if we actually would have permission to send it back to Facebook. But currently that's not an option. There it is. Okay, but it didn't do as much damage as I was afraid it would. So that's a plus. And who knows, maybe I killed a spider. But yes, Talks Machina is also hosted by Brian W. Foster, the one who we keep stealing all of these cabbages for. I am now lost, I think. But that's okay. The point is exploration and entertainment. And I can always go back the way I came. Well, sort of. Oh wait, no, we fell through the water, so I wouldn't have had a chance to get back to that one door, would I? Think, Kier, think. This mist is rather creepy. I kind of like it. Reminds me of the starting town in our D&D game. I don't think I've ever been here before. Oh, that's interesting then. I probably couldn't fast travel out of here then either, huh? I'm always confused by how... Is that a werewolf? Oh no, it's just a troll. Come here, Haven. Dagnabbit. Because trolls and fire. But you'd think the water would have put it out faster. I looked over there and I had seen the name Serana, and for some weird reason my mind went, Sarenrae? Sarenrae is one of the gods of the Taldore campaign setting. I'm not sure if she's one of the if she's a deity elsewhere as well or not. I'm sure there are other critters who would know that information a little better. I was just checking that for some ore vein or anything. I have no idea why I get what I get for loot. And technically speaking, some of the time I sit here and I wonder where the loot is actually coming from. Because, I mean, sometimes you kill something and it's like, okay, wait, now where in the heck was that carrying that thing? I'll take the high ground. Stay low, keep my eyes open. Reaching a corner, cut the pie. Holy crap. Well, I now know for sure I have never been here in this game before. Not once. I'm hearing noises. And I'm not sure from where. There you are. Burn, Shabuir. Cyclade Coot. Huh. Oya. Yeah, I probably need to go get her, don't I? Where'd the other troll go? Oh, there he is. Huh. But it looks like there is a way out going this way. Possibly. Yeah, I've never been here before, so I have no idea. Whoa. Okay. That works. Ah. Okay. Uh, I don't remember what Ariel's bow does. Well, if I've never been here before, I've never had Ariel's bow before. So, I mean, is it a good bow? With with me mostly playing Arcane Trickster here, I'm kind of curious. I got a plan. Is it a good plan? It's a great big plan. What do you say, Eddie? 2.5 minutes to save Anna, 3.5 minutes to save the world. Sorry. Ah, okay. I don't know how far we've gone with the Dawn Guard DLC just yet. Is there anything in here? Interesting how that just kind of winds down like that. Cool. So we know where to go for this one. Once we get around to needing to do the Dawn Guard DLC, or more of the Dawn Guard DLC, then it'll make it a lot easier to go get that bow. Because now we have it marked. Hello, Eric. Welcome. We're just mostly wandering around. Well, I do have one of the Dawn Guard crossbows. Let's see. Do I have it with me? Yeah, I enchanted it with frost damage and called it Icicle. I think I was referencing Die Hard 2. I could be wrong. Although, knowing me, it probably is a Die Hard 2 reference or something along those lines. One of my absolute favorite Christmas movies. And I know not everybody considers it a Christmas movie, but I like to be a bit non-traditional. Kind of why we're doing more wandering than anything else. Whoa. Okay, that was a little... Yeah, I'm just currently out of bolts. I can't believe I just walked around a mountain. Hello, Brittany. Welcome. I don't know if any folks out there are fans of Dungeons & Dragons or if you've ever heard of Critical Role, but our channel over here on Twitch, twitch.tv/wolvesdengames, will be hosting Critical Role's Talks Machina show tonight. If any folks would like to come over and chat where it's a bit calmer than on their channel. They were part of, well, one of the biggest inspirations to get us started doing stuff like this, but we mostly design tabletop games of various types. Welcome. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Skyrim, if only because of the fact that you can do something like what we do here, which is just kind of explore and have some fun and chat with folks about games and movies. And I figured there are plenty of playthroughs that everybody can watch all over the place. Uh, Rather than just be another one of those, why not just kind of wander around and let chat kind of make some decisions while we go? But for the most part, just kind of hang out and chat about various and sundry. Hey, which way you going, Fox? Huh. That I'm a little I can't really honestly say as far as that currently, only because of the fact that until about 3 years ago I had no access to any of the DLCs. So all I had was the base Skyrim, and I think I played through most of those. For me, it's less about the storylines and more about some of the gear you can pick up and being able to just kind of wander around after a stressful day and relax. Hello, Ariana. Welcome. So I figure, since basically what we do is we spend, well, we tend to work, we were working like 12 to 16 hour days. Designing, writing, play testing, editing, tabletop games. And, well, with the brain damage I happen to have from a car accident, it makes the reading and the writing and the editing a bit difficult. And it can cause frustrations and more than your usual stress. So I figure, hey, why don't we take our mandatory break times and spend that time talking to folks about games and what they like as far as both video games and tabletop. And for the most part, basically we're just looking to kind of help strengthen an already relatively strong community of people who all have similar common ground. Soul Slime's awesome. Oh, cool. Thanks, Doug. Much appreciated. We always appreciate those who hang out with us. I do really enjoy running the Thieves Guild stuff, though. If only for the Nightingale armor. Because I love the visual aesthetic of it. Otherwise, well, strangely enough, and I did not know this until last year, I'm a D&D player at heart. I had never actually played any kind of tabletop role-playing until February of 2018. But I loved games like Skyrim and Legend of Zelda and, well, RPGs. I'd never actually been able to figure out or have a chance to learn how to play any of those tabletop versions. And who are you and where did you come from? Really? Go away. Hey, you jumped over my arrow? Yeah. Yeah, that reminds me, I should probably pick up the skeleton key. It's been a while since I've done a lot of these. Strangely enough, once I had gotten the chance to start playing this and the oh. I almost shot him. 0% chance to steal.
Ah, a wanderer, yes. No, pilgrim, perhaps. You have come to commune with Periite, taskmaster, and blighted lord, yes?
Well, I've had one vampire, cured it, and then redid it again, thanks to respawn. Or rather, things respawning after you finish it, and then you go back after a while, and stuff is back. So I ended up becoming a vampire twice for that character. I was a werewolf for another character, but that was like 3 years ago or so.
Not everyone has the stomach required to entreat my lord. But Cash likes you, friend. There is a way Periite may speak to us, who will take him in.
I don't know if I trust this guy.
Him will need the incense.
Oh, cool.
Yes, the incense. Fetch for me a deathbell flower, 1 silver ingot, a flawless ruby, and some vampire dust.
Do I not have all that on me now? Oh, this is for the cure for... Is this for the cure for vampirism? I don't remember. I know I had jewelry. Did I sell it already? We'll get to it. No worries, we will definitely get to all of these eventually. Works for me. We'll come back to him shortly. I love just kind of Spellbreaker. Okay. Oh. Since we're right here, might as well grab that. And of course, the other thing I really enjoy about not having focused on getting the quests done. What the... if I can find a way down here without, you know, just falling to my death. 'Cause that would suck. I keep wanting to I keep wanting to jump with the Skyrim controls or the Borderlands controls. And I'm not playing Borderlands, so that doesn't really help me much. One of the things I absolutely love about having ignored certain quests is now I can do stuff like this.
What was that?
Over here. This what you want? Not impressed.
Whoops. How did I... Oh, Better heal before that fireball takes me out. That'll help. Stop messing with my night vision. Who'd I hit? You're not the threat here, buddy. Where'd you go? There you are. See, you're not the threat here, buddy. Might as well. Oop, gotta take the dagger for Vax. Oh, okay. I completely forgot about the whole werewolves on Solstheim thing. I had been told about it, but at the time I didn't have the DLCs, so I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool. At the moment, I will need to head out toward Solstheim to figure out what I need to do to get to purchase the house there. Because I've been more on for lack of a better term, a real estate quest of my own. We've got all 3 of the homesteads built. All 3 are up. They're not all completely decorated and filled out like they should be just yet. But we do have those. And in case I got sidetracked, which I probably was, what I had been saying regarding Tox Machina is, while we play this game, you may notice that we do mention grabbing certain items for certain people. Those people are characters from Critical Role's quest. Yeah, and I kind of expect it, and I have no problem dealing with whatever might be there. I just enjoy the fact that I've been able to skip the whole having to deal with dragons specifically just yet. Okay, maybe I got myself caught somewhere where I should have paid more attention. See if we can pull off a Vax level sneak here. But yeah, after the car accident and all that, and reading and writing suddenly becoming an issue, depression got to be a major issue for me. But then a friend said, hey, you should check out this show on Twitch. I was like, okay, whatever, I got nothing better to do. And I caught my first actual play stream of a Dungeons and Dragons game. Yeah. Well, actually, that more depends on the dungeon master. There have been people who have created worlds that have no dragons in them whatsoever. My particular world that I spent over 20 years writing and building and working out all the minor details for does have dragons, but they don't necessarily work the traditional D&D way. but then every DM gets to create their own world, and I know that Skyrim does help me a lot with some of my world building. Wow, that's a lot of stuff that's all filled out there. Was this the other house? Yes, that's the newest house. Um, yeah, we've let's see. Currently, our main campaign decided they were going to take on the biggest and the baddest at like level 2. So, like, imagine playing Skyrim and deciding, okay, I can take Alduin on the moment he frees me. That was essentially their thinking. And I'm like, guys, you're gonna get yourselves killed. So, in order to kind of get them thinking more about what they were doing. Okay, we do have everything here. I just don't remember if the... I'm hoping the lights will help keep the skeevers away. Okay, so yeah, this is one of our houses. It is designed with the... Let's see, this would be the armory, storage room, and bedrooms. So once this one is complete, we may move the kids over here. Giant spiders? Yeah, I do intend to start slipping some spiders into my games. We have a new campaign that's starting up, and they're starting at level 1. So I can kind of have a little fun with that as we go. Although I tend to DM more like a tour guide. There are some DMs out there who seem to make it a point to try and kill the players. I'm more the type who, since I already know my world, and I've already built enough of my own lore and stuff that fits in with my world, I can improv a bit easier as to encounters and events, while the story is more what my players decide to put their effort into. I guess we did already clear this. Huh. But we should probably drop stuff off, because I picked up a lot of stuff, didn't I? Yeah. So, we're going to jump back to the main house where the kids are, real quick. This is also where we usually tend to start and end our streams, because this is the one with the towers, so I can climb up to the roof, sit down in a chair, and just kind of look out over the valley, so that everybody knows start and stop locations. And so if we aren't here and up in that tower, then and we end up needing to step away for whatever reason, then it's going to be you'll be able to tell if we're going to be signing off or not, depending on where we happen to be. Let's see. If there are any rubies, they'd be here. This is also where all of our potion ingredients are, so that should help a little. Where's the quests? That one? So Death Bell, Vampire Dust, and then we just need a Flawless Ruby.
Papa, you're home.
Hello,
Did you
Lucia.
get me a present?
Sure.
Wow, thanks, Papa.
You can have one of those and one of those. You can't have Crocker. You can have that one.
Thanks.
Did I just give my daughter a knife? Yes, I did. And if anyone's curious why, well, young girl's got to be able to defend herself, right? Proper thing to do. Granted, I'd likely be the type to sit there and teach her how to use it. Okay, so we needed a death bell. I think we can spare one. I usually don't even think about it until after the fact. I know that there is a potion involving salmon roe and something else, and I can't remember what it is, and it's supposed to be like high value potion, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I probably should do that somewhere. Should that be this house? I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I also apologize if I start... Nice moves. If I start, again, yes? Oh. Whoops, wrong one. Probably even the wrong house. Those were our badges of office up there on the wall. Thing is, I don't really come back to this house as often as I used to. Which is funny, because here's where the kids are. But since I'm usually working on getting one of the other houses built, I haven't even read that yet. So yeah, we will be done tonight by 8:45. So around 8:30 we'll start settling things up, and yikes. I do intend on doing that eventually. I mean, I really want to sit here and organize the bookshelves now that they're all completely full. But then there's also two other houses to... I know there's some occasional bookshelves where you can actually load your books onto. But I do usually end up splitting things out once I've got all the locations that I have planned. Like I move all my armor to the armory, and then different locations for that, and then the random crap I pick up on accident, that stuff tends to go somewhere else. Usually into the storage room back of Hielarkin Hall. Hielarkin? Hielarkin. Not sure. Also, if anybody is a fan of the Avengers video games, the guy who's now doing the voice for Thor will be on Talks Machina tonight, which will be hosted over here on our Twitch channel for those who might want to come by and check it out. I prefer the ones I can build, but I intend to, well, collect them all. Yeah, I haven't quite gotten to that point yet, usually because I'm wandering around for the most part. And now that I'm doing streaming, I figure most people aren't going to want to sit there and watch me completely, like, separate everything out into individual units. And I mean, if people have no problem with that, I have no problem taking the time to run inventory and just kind of, oh yeah, I was trying to check something here. I'm pretty sure that, like, all the stuff for construction is already moved to the other house, but I could be wrong. And if I am, clay? Nope, no clay. Okay, those can wait. Eventually I'll end up, like, just clearing out that entire chest and going through and putting stuff in places. That's usually how I end up doing it. I mean, I could go through during our off time and actually organize the stuff, but generally if I'm on here, so one of them is just so that helps. Hello? Sound problem? That's it. That's up the mic. Hello? Really suck at your throats. Okay, right. Okay, so there's a buzz.